Lord. I don't know, it's just something either you enjoy it or you love it, or it can't describe it, but it just gave me a lot of joy. In fact, I've spent more than 60 years listening to jazz, 65 maybe, and enjoying it. I'm not always happy with the way that has taken its turns, but what I have loved has, the older stuff is always there. I can go back any time and listen to the old music and enjoy it. I don't have to listen to the latest. I had always intended to someday put a book out myself, and I tried to collect whatever information I could over the years, but it just never came about. So when I learned about you, I said, this is the man. I'm going to send him whatever I have, and I'm glad you put it to some use. I'm very happy.
I can't tell you how useful that has been. I mean, you had journals, you had newsletters from the Musicians Union in the 40s. You have this astonishing wealth of photographs. How did you go about gathering all this stuff?
Well, many of those photographs I got from the Taj Mahal Hotel itself. I just went there one day to try to follow up on this history which I was trying to create about the great black musicians of the 30s who came here, Leon Abbey's band with some great stars. And I thought the Taj would have old photographs, and they did. And they opened up their albums, and they were kind enough to let me take some. I thought somebody should document it, and they were quite important musicians of that period. Some had played with Armstrong and Ellington and big names like that. And the very fact that we had these musicians playing in Bombay, my city, but of course I was too young to have listened to them then, just piqued my interest, and I just wanted to know more about it. Yusuf Karmali, Niranjan Javeri, Kuva Gazdar, Soli Sorabji was also there. And we used to listen to records at each other's houses, mostly Dixieland stuff. In those days, that was the rage. We hadn't, in India, at least in America, the new jazz was just being born, but it hadn't come here then. So we were still listening to Eddie Condon and Fats Waller and...
But you took to this quite seriously. You even started a magazine.
We started a magazine also during college days. Last couple of years in college, which lasted only until we finished college, and then we all went about our business, and the magazine folded. I think 5 or 6 issues came out of it, Blue Rhythm. I don't think there are many copies in existence anymore.
But you managed to get it all over the place. I was looking through some of the old copies and even found a letter by the British jazz critic Leonard Feather.
Yeah, well, we tried to spread the word around that here was a small group of people in Bombay trying to popularize jazz. And so they just commended us on our, on our ambition.
Yeah, almost every scholarly article I've read about that time lists you prominently in the credits. Oh. You are the leading authority on that period of the 30s
I'm not
and
sure
40s.
about that.
Yeah, you're in Storyville and all those sort of specialist jazz publications.
I may have contributed some notes or some ideas at that time. I listen to jazz every day because it's always there. On the radio, I have my radio turned on to a jazz station. I have all these records and stuff, CDs, and I listen to jazz a lot. But there's so much to listen to. It's very frustrating sometimes. You don't know what to listen to, and there's so much wonderful and such a wealth of jazz that has been put out already. But still people are creating more and new, going in newer directions.